Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host of Intellect Digest, and if you are confused between the Sony Xperia C4 and the C5 Ultra, in this video we are going to compare them head on and find out which is better for you. Let's get started. While these two phones have more similarities than differences, there are some major differences that I'm going to highlight in this video. And the first one is size. Both these phones are very different in terms of dimensions. Although the screen size difference is only 0.5 inches, the C4 being 5.5 inch on display whereas C5 is 6 inch, the overall physical dimensions are much different. The C4 is much more pocketable compared to the C5, but make no mistake, this is itself a fairly large screen phone. One more difference that we find between these two phones is the build quality. The C5 uses metal all around, which not only makes it look good but also feel very premium in hand when you're using these two phones. When you put them side by side, you can easily see that the C5 looks much more rich and premium compared to the C4, which looks much more subtle. Another difference between these two phones is the front facing camera. There is a 5 megapixel front shooter on the C4, whereas there is a 13 megapixel shooter on the front of the C5. Both get a 13 megapixel rear shooter, but the front shooters are different. Both front cameras come with LED flash, but the quality of camera that we observed on these two phones is much more better on the C5 compared to the C4. Another major difference is the audio quality. There are dual front firing speakers on each extreme on the front side of the C5, whereas there is a rear facing speaker on the rear of the C4. The speaker is not as loud and is not as clear that you would find on the C5. The speakers on C5 are much better sounding and give you a better effect. So if you are an audiophile and want to listen to music and watch videos with these devices, C5 is a better one to pick here. Talking of battery, there is a 2600 mAh battery on the C4, whereas there is 2930 mAh battery, which is larger on the C5. But looking at the proportions of size and display, there is almost negligible extra benefit of having a larger battery here because the display is larger and consumes more battery here. They both go through one full day of usage for moderate users. They also get stamina mode. So they are very alike on battery life as well. Another thing that's different is the pricing. The C4 is available at around 20k in India, whereas the C5 is at around 25k INR. However, if you are picking one of these based on the price comparison, I would still suggest spend some extra money, go with C5. It has got better features and better camera performance, as well as better audio performance. So these were the major differences. Talking about similarities, they both use same chipset, which is a 1.7 GHz octa-core chipset coupled with 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of internal memory. They are both dual SIM 4G phones which come with expandable memory, USB OTG support and ability to move applications to SD card. They both run Android 5.0 Lollipop, and on top of that there is Sony Skin. Both are upgradable to Android 6.0 when the update arrives officially from Sony. They are very good in terms of display quality. They are both powered by the Bravia 2 engine that powers the graphics on these two phones. So here you have it, our head-on comparison of the C5 with the C4. We hope this video helped you make up your mind and pick up one of these two phones. If you want to pick up either of these, I'm leaving direct links in the description section below where you can buy either of these at the best buy price. This is all we have on this video. If you enjoyed watching it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. For individual reviews of these phones, links are provided in the description section where you can watch detailed reviews with reasons to buy and not buy for C4 as well as C5. Please stay subscribed by pressing the red subscribe button for latest video updates from Intellect Digest. I hope to see you on my next video. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.